Hey everybody, I want to Wisdom here, part 142 of our Skylanders Giants Blind playthrough. 141, you saw us take Series 2 Bash down his Granite Dragon Upgrade Path. Pretty insane numbers. His final purchased upgrade down the Granite Dragon Path does 240 damage. His Wow Pal, pretty cool, had a really nice range, that's why I kind of took him through a heroic there. What I'm going to do now, this is Series 1 Prism Break, one of my favorite characters. I felt at the time of SSA he was underappreciated. I feel like now people have kind of started to respect him. You note that little pack on the back of him? That's kind of like his, that's actually the, what was that called? It was tied in with the Crystaleer Path. Crystalline armor, I think. But like I said, that's why I mentioned with Bash, it was really cool because his soul gem was the armor. With Prism Break, it's actually tied in with the Crystaleer Path. The other thing I want you to pay attention here, you can summon that gives you an idea of what we're dealing with. It's green. What's weird, if you go down the Prismancer path, it turns yellow. The green, in my opinion, looks infinitely cooler. There's kind of an idea of what Crystaleer's all about. There's some bad lightning. Gonna go ahead now. I'm going to pull, this was again Series 1 Prism Break. Gonna start out with LightCore, and he lights up green, which is cool. I mean, it looks good. He starts out, he's actually kind of got like that blue quartz topaz looking pattern. Let's take a quick look here. His stats, you can see his armor's at 21. We can bump that up 40 if we take that path, Crystaleer. Upgrades. Want to come in. Again, we'll read these, particularly since there's two of them. I'm not going to make us go through them. Crystaleer, we get the crystalline armor, you get the triple crystal shard, and you get the massive crystal eruption. I showed you all three of those. His soul gem, which again, that's all that the LightCore can get. They don't have access to the Wow Pal. Why, I don't know. Shard Soul Prison. Crystal gems form at defeated enemies. That's important when you talk about the Prismancer path. It begins Golden Diamond Energy Beam. Energy Beam attack does even more increased damage. And then triple refracted beams. Energy beam splits into 3 beams when refracted through a crystal gem. And then this last one, energy beam attack, has increased range. However, note gem. It's not a shard, like you see here, a crystal shard. It's a crystal gem. A crystal gem only comes when you defeat enemies. The other thing, it's yellow. I've obviously never experienced it firsthand. I just personally think he looks awesome with the green. My inclination here would be take my Series 2 down the primary path. Crystalline armor, get him the armor, everything I'm accustomed to. Make the LightCore take this one. However, it seems weird to me to have a Prism Break LightCore that has the green crystals, and then take it down Prismancer where everything's yellow. That just, stuff like that, the aesthetic end of it would bother me so much. I'm going to have to take him down the top pass, Crystaleer, and then in 142, the next part will come in, 143, will come in and take Prism Break Series 2 down Prismancer, I guess. The good news is I can switch if I hate it, so I think I'll like it. It's just I don't like the coloring that well, so we're going to go ahead back out of here. You know the drill here. He only needs 8520 because he doesn't have the Wow Pal to worry about, so saves a little bit of time.
Welcome back.
Alright. His first purchased upgrade is the Super Crystal Shard. Summon crystal shards do increased damage. I'm not going to show you that because I need to show you his base stuff. Base stuff, you can see there is kind of the blue color. And then secondary, you've got that. Note that it just kind of splits in two. You can have 3, 4. Let's just check out here. Yeah, it looks like you can have 4 active. Obviously, if you set them up better, you can do some cool stuff, which is not easy to demonstrate here. So, you get the idea, though. That's his primary, secondary box stock.
Welcome back.
Alright, as I was saying, so Super Crystal Shard. Summon Crystal Shards do increased damage. That is, of course, a secondary attack, what drops out of the sky. Cost is 300. So,
Prism power.
you can tell just by looking at them. I mean, it's quite a different structure. Next upgrade, very cool. It is called the Crystal Eruption. Press Z to summon a damaging ring of crystals around you. Cost is 420. Obviously, this gets even better down Crystaleer.
Oh yeah.
So pay attention to that. It doesn't last too long. Fairly, you know, small diameter, if you will. Third purchased upgrade, Emerald Energy Beam. This is where things get green. Energy Beam attack does extra damage. Cost is 540. I'd love numbers. You know the drill. The cool thing is he was already glowing green. You know, now it's just... that looks killer from the LightCore perspective. Prism Break's one, if not the best LightCore. I'm going to release my rankings here shortly. But now the shards are actually the green color too. It looks awesome. Next upgrade is his final purchased upgrades to run 720 split energy beams. Split again if they pass through a crystal shard. That's change refractions. Again, I'd love to do Prismancer since it's LightCore, but the yellow kind of turns me off. So I'm going to do Crystaleer. And then we'll come in, we'll take my Series 2 down that one. I can always switch. I think I'll like it, it's just the color bothers me. Maybe it'll look better. I'm just, in general, not a fan of gold or yellow.
Oh yeah.
That said, let's see if we can showcase this. You can see there it's going through, splitting in 2 and then 2 again. So, pretty sweet stuff. Prism Break's awesome. Next upgrade, Massive Crystal Eruption. First one down the Crystaleer path runs you 1020. Crystal Eruption attack does increase damage and covers a larger area. Cool thing here, it may very well light up since he's LightCore. I'm not sure. Let's find out. I don't think it did, but you know, would have been a little effect they could have done. Triple Crystal Shard, upgrade number 2 down this path. Summon 3 Crystal Shards at once. This is huge, cost 1320. Really enjoy this one.
Oh yeah.
It's when you get into the point of doing some really cool stuff with Prism Break. That said, we are now ready to pick up the final upgrade down the Crystaleer path, which is the big one. One of the big I'm always a fan of armor. If it's tied in with a path, I'm almost certain to go that way if I just have one, because plus 40 armor is a huge deal. Crystalline armor makes it harder for enemies to hit you. Costs 1800. Pay attention to his back. You can see it there. It's almost like a little emerald or gem of some sort there. He's very cool looking. Again, it's a shame that doesn't like glow with the LightCore. But last thing we're gonna do is Shard Soul Prism. Crystal gems form at defeated enemies. Cost is 2400.
Oh yeah.
So let's go have some fun. Out here on the deck, here is his primary attack. Note the emerald green color. Secondary move now, we'll summon 3 at once, and that means we can do that. And then if you do it again, whoops, there we go. You can see things start to get crazy. He is a very fun, very unique character. One of my favorites. Another reason, Earth Elements, awesome. His other one, the tertiary attack, which looks pretty sweet. And it does good damage as well. And then of course the crystalline armor does plus 40. I could potentially come in and just upgrade Series 2 right here down Prismancer, but I feel like people like it better when they're divided, so you know the drill. I'm going to come in here and actually do Lightning Rod's Heroic, Fight, Teleport, Fight. Just because there's a lot of enemies, you can kind of get a feel for the damage, you get a feel for the path. Plus, it's fairly quick. You know. And then I'll do it every time, and you'll have like a consistent idea of what happens. He's doing... Note those gems appeared. It's nothing I did. That's actually crystal gems, which allows me to do stuff like that. You know, I'm not sure how long they lasted. I think pretty good time. Let's check this out. You can see there it's refracting and doing 15 damage. Here's the tertiary for you doing 30 damage. Whoops. Let's kill him with the tertiary. Pretty impressive, you've got to admit. Here's the triples. Bifurcation Sensation. Can't remember that one, but I think it's where you have to kill enemies or trap them in your shards or something. Let's set things up here. Other thing that's cool about the triple shards, it's like a really good defensive maneuver. But just plain Jane pressing the A button does 19 damage, and the coolest thing, it almost serves as like a little projectile thing.
A teleporter has appeared.
But there you can see we defeated the Chompy, and then I refracted off of that to take everybody down. That was pretty cool. So now check this out. You can really set things up nicely with him if you strategize a little bit with the enemies. And plus he's got the armor going, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to refract off of things, which will make crystal gems. And now we can come in and just start tearing things apart. It's pretty crazy. Let's take him out with our tertiary. Again, I've got plenty of time here, so that's kind of why I'm doing what I want to check and see. Apparently those crystal gems don't last forever, but they do have a pretty good lifespan on them. So we'll come in here, wrap this thing up. There's the crystal gems. Oops, I was facing the wrong way. That's the other deal, you can actually summon those on top of enemies. I'll try to do that for you. That's that. Pretty impressive, and most importantly, it looks cool. It ties in well with his green, so everybody's happy. We'll grab the mask and get out of here. Again, Prism Break, one of my favorites. I felt like early on an unsung hero. However, I think with the Series 2 pose, particularly when people realized that crystalline armor patch was different on some figures, kind of brought a little more attention to him. I think people started to, more people I should say, started to realize, you know, this guy's pretty dadgum cool. So that said, I'm excited about the next part. We're actually going to get to go down Prismancer, which I've never done. It'll be my first experience with it. But this is LightCore Prism Break, fully upgraded down the Crystaleer path. Looks awesome, looks great. You saw how effective it is. I'm going to come in with Series 2 and take him down Prismancer. That'll be pretty handy reference material for folks. You can pick your favorite. But before I do that, I'll run some of the fire guys through, let them get the money, since I need that for the next chain of upgrade videos. But again, LightCore Prism Break fully upgraded, down Crystaleer with the Soul Gem. Again, they don't get the Wow Pow. If you're curious about Prismancer, check out part 143. That's when we will be showcasing that to you with our Series 2 PB. Questions, comments you can ask here on YouTube. Quicker response, use the blog oneofwisdom.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching. Please make sure to comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz helps out quite a bit. And as always, thanks for watching. Haunting. I will catch you back here, and then we will follow that up with Terrafin.